So I'm going to move into this other character, which was on the screen a minute ago, for chi, which is the quality of chi or the universe that is the way the universe is kind of breaking itself down through what you might call entropy. And this is often described as a universal chi. And the character is actually the character for non-being, like Wu Wei, over the radical for fire, which means the character for Wu, in the sense of Wu Wei, is 40 people going into a forest to cut down all the trees for firewood so we can burn the trees. So that idea of non-being is the attrition of effort, right? And that's what we mean by Wu Wei or non-doing, is the immanent attrition of the part of us that's trying to do something or trying to make something happen. Actually, the character Wei for Wu Wei is a person trying to stuff food into an elephant to make the elephant bigger. Right. So it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke about meditation is this thing you're supposed to make bigger and better. But the character kind of asks you, well, maybe overfeeding an elephant isn't the thing we're actually doing here, which is why it's Wu Wei, or the attrition of being an opportunist, which is my favorite translation of Wu Wei, by the way, is the imminent attrition of your inner opportunist, so that you can come back to the realization that it's whatever's really going on right now is already going on. You don't have to do anything. But that other character for Qi is that character for Wu over fire, which is weird to think about. But what it suggests in the sort of nature of consciousness and the nature of the universe is going through this transformational process back towards unification, back towards non-duality, back towards entropy, or what, the scarier part of that might be the heat death of the universe. But when we get into the energetic practices that are very subtle, it's sort of an interesting thing to notice that a part of your energetic self that's happening on a slightly esoteric level is that you're tapping into the energy of the universe wearing itself down, going from form to non-form, from identity structure to autonomy, right? In the sense of consciousness as energy. So in Nei Gong practice, we spend quite a bit of our time in practice moving from our interdynamics with qi in the sense of finest matter molecules running around making us feel certain ways, to the underlying nature of the universe, which actually holds molecules together and lets them fall apart. And then the kind of qi we're interacting with is profoundly, profoundly different. So here's a fun image to play with, and I hope the imagery helps. So let's say you're a fish and you're swimming around in the land of fish, and there's this beautiful coral reef. You're swimming around doing fish things, and you're in this coral reef, and there's this monastery on the coral reef, because of course fish have to have monasteries. How else are they going to become enlightened? Fish have needs too, right? And you're swimming along, and turns out you're actually the sage that used to live in that monastery, but you did the thing you needed to do there, and now you're just swimming around, and you're swimming by your little fish monastery, and you see two young fish come out of the monastery with their little fish robes on, if fish could wear robes, and they're really, really new at this whole thing. And you swim up to them because you're the sage fish and they're the newbie fish. And you ask them, how's your meditation today? And they're like, oh, it was great. And then you ask them, how is the water? And they look at you with these big round fish eyes of, what's water? Because if you think about it, fish aren't aware of water in the way that we are. It's just the world. It gives you traction and all of that kind of stuff. But you don't think of water as like, oh yeah, there's some water, because your entire existence happens because of water. Right. So that's a funny analogy that allows us to sit in maybe a different kind of poise and playful presence of like, whatever it is, it is. And it's clearly moving through me in many ways, but maybe it's not about me. Maybe it's about the water. Maybe it's about that qi that's below the mechanics of qi. So that's one of my favorite metaphors for qi is, fish aren't aware of water, and we're not aware of the universe in the way that's always present and always actually giving us everything we need to be alive. So that's the conversation about the meanings of Gong, meanings of Nei, meanings of Qi. Now I just want to speak very quickly back to my training a little bit, just because if I'm teaching the course, it might be good to know where I'm coming from.